Hi there, this is Lori, and it's day 6 of 28 days of love, approval, and forgiveness. So, we are going to work on fear of asking others for help. Just like wanting to do everything ourselves, but feeling like we can't do things by ourselves. We need help, but we don't want to ask for help. It's quite the quandary going on within ourselves. At the end of the day, why is some of us so not wanting to ask for help? There's many out there that ask for help all the time without a problem. And then there's many of us that don't want to ask for help at all. Is it that we think we can do it all by ourselves, or is it simply we just don't want to be a burden to others? We don't want to take others' time up. We don't want to, maybe we don't feel like we're worthy enough to even receive help. But not wanting to ask for help. Fear of asking for help is what I would like to focus on. The fear of asking for help. We don't want to because we're afraid to ask. We're afraid that people are going to say no. We are afraid that we're not going to get help. We are afraid that we are going to have to do it all by ourselves, that we're living in this big, huge world with tons of people, yet there's nobody there to help us. So bring up that fear of asking for help. Whether it's, somebody telling us that, we're strong and capable and we don't need any help, trying to boost our self-confidence when we really do need help for certain things, and then we freeze and don't ask for help when we do need help. We can hurt ourselves or end up in situations that just are not very comfortable. So can you welcome up that fear of asking, no matter wherever it came from somebody, a mother or a father or a teacher or a brother or a sister or somebody in our lives just put these belief systems in our heads somehow, some way, that we're afraid to ask for help. We're going to be judged if we ask for help. So welcome up those feelings. Just allow them to be there. Just by allowing them, you're giving them permission to be there, and when you just open the door, actually they can magically just melt away if you just allow them. Just welcome them, allow them to be there instead of pushing them. Just like when we tell somebody to go do something, they want to rebel, right? So when we tell those feelings to go away or to push them down, they rebel. So if we just allow them and love them to be there, and then give them the ability to just leave on their own and just surrender and really bring up those feelings of fear of asking for help. Bring them up. Bring them up, no matter what they are, no matter where they came from. If we really don't need to know. We don't need to know the history. The mind doesn't need to get engaged. We're just going to welcome up the feelings. Open the door. Allow them to be there and just surrender into them. And then just watch them go away. I love you and I choose to let you go. What's underneath that feeling of not wanting to ask for help? Is that wanting approval, wanting control, wanting safety? It could be all three of them. Maybe it's wanting control. Maybe it's wanting approval. Maybe it's wanting safety. Whichever one resonates the most for you. Could you let go of wanting control so you can have control? For you, if it's safety or approval, replace control with one of those words. Yes. Could you let go of wanting control so you can have control? Yes. Now what feels better, having control or wanting control? We can't have and want at the same time. So could you let go of wanting control so you can have control? Yes. Does it feel like you have control, or do you still want it? Just a decision. Do you have control? Yes. Can you have even more control? Yes. Can you focus on having control? Yes. Let's close your eyes, really connect, and just focus on having control. Can you expand that feeling of having control? Can you expand that even more? Yes. And even more. Yes. And even more. Yes. Can you just surrender into that? What are you experiencing? How do you feel? What are you experiencing? A little lighter? Maybe some blissful feelings happening? If you're experiencing that lighter, blissful feeling, can you just surrender into that and just rest in that feeling? Go about the rest of your day in that feeling. If you aren't feeling that, just can you have even more control? And can you expand that feeling of control even more? Decide I'm the boss. I hope you enjoyed that little exercise. Hope you have an amazing day, and I hope the rest of it is even more amazing. Aloha.